Alrighty guys, looks like this is working. I got enough time yet today where I can do a, I guess it's a viewer's request. I forget what comment where. One of the viewers wanted to see the 550 roll through the spruce like the 49 tons are doing. And there's a lot of myths and misconceptions about, is this a softwood? Yes. But this fresh spruce that's loaded with sap and stuff will actually pull a saw down harder than oak will. It's just same with some cottonwoods and some woods are not quite as bad as others, but it typically softwood will pull a saw down harder. Now the 550 is sitting with the same fuel, bar, oil, chain, and bar that was on it from when I last dug it out to cut that oak up for my uncle on that last oak cutting video I did with it. It's been sitting ever since then. It's the same chain that I went and did all that work with, so it's not a fresh chain by any means. And it's gonna be cold start, and I figured while I was at it, we'll dig. I dug out the 261 that's ported as well, and that's got a pretty fresh chain. That's only got maybe 10 or 12 cookies on that chain. This saw does have, I ported both of these about the same time, but this saw does have a little bit more runtime than the 261. I find myself grabbing the 550 a little bit more over the 261. Even though the 550 is a smidge heavier, I don't know, it might be the sound of it. This saw sounds freaking incredible, and it's a hoot and a half. It cuts like the blazes too. But I've built what, 4 550s now. I sold the other Mark II. The other Mark II I think had a little bit more torque than this build, but this build's a little bit more zingy. I paid like 700 and something for this, brand new off the store shelf, and then I ported it. And the other one I had trade into, so when I sold the other one, I sold the other one. And I had that Mark I, and that Mark I was 5.8 horse. It wasn't no slouch either. My buddy John bought that. He freaking loves the thing. He's the same one I did that 404 big bar 661 for. I did him up. He actually stopped over one day and we decided to port a saw. Then I did that Red Max, and I talked to the gentleman that's got that. That's a good running saw too. So these things can run whether it's the Mark I's or that other ported one that I bought that was mystery ported. I don't know who ported it. That one was right there at 6 horse too. This thing seemed to edge it out just a little bit on speed, but I didn't know who ported it, and I sold that one too. Didn't know who built it, so but yeah, let's do a cold start on this. And I've done enough flab gabbing, but this thing's ice cold. I think it's in choke. cut on that bigger piece of white pine in just a second. Let's fire the steel wall in here. That way, I got to adjust the legs on the tripod once. This is ice cold too, so. I think the choke is on. Super fast, super fun saw too. You can definitely feel, especially with that light bar on there, you can definitely feel that 261 is lighter. And both of them, I think the power has come up on both of them since I've built them, since they were dynoed. Because they were, when I had them pulled, they were fresh built, and got the resets done on them, and then they went over and got pulled. I don't even think neither one of them had a tank of fuel run through them when I had them dynoed. I got maybe 2 more cookies, at least one more cookie before I'm into the knots. Let's do that black 550 up against them too. Or I mean 4910. That saw ain't no joke either. Let me get my gloves off, and I'm gonna pause you and I'll get you set up down there, and I'll bring the saws down there. Alrighty. Let's do the 550. Ported 261. Thinking about making a piss revving video just for the haters, where it's nothing but some footage of me throttling on the saws. I've booted, I don't know, 7 or 8 more people off the channel. I'm just gonna keep doing that, get the channel cleaned up. Something must have caught one of them chunks of cookies that whopped my leg. Kind of sore. Looks like So I had to cut through a knot on that one. The starting of the knot. That I don't think that. Yeah. I think this was the last. Yeah. So the Echo had an unfair advantage. I had to plow through a knot, a little, at least 4-star knot there. But that Echo ain't no joke. But neither is those two saws either. And like I said, I think the 550's at a disadvantage to all the other two here, because it's rocking the chain that I did all that oak work with. And in fact, did you see the oak leaf when I first started it up? That was stuck in the clutch cover from doing that oak job. But the Echo and that 261's got a pretty fresh chain on them. And the 550's got, I think it might even be a hand sharpened 23 RS that I touched up with a file out there, if I recall. But it don't matter. I'm just making you guys cut videos. I would have fun slaying trees with any one of these 3 saws, and I think any one of you guys would too. If you're going by sounds, I think the 550's got it for sure. If you're going by brute torque, the 4910 for sure has it. And if you're just letting the saw cut, the 261, I've never weighed the 261 on a scale, but it's pretty light. It's got to be real close to the 4910. The 550 is the heaviest of the modern 50cc saws, I think, but it makes up for it in anti-vibes. The 550 you have to click up on the choke and then bring it down one for a hot start restart. The steel, you could just crank it, and same with the Echo, you just flip the switch on and crank it, and they take back off. The 550's got a little bit of a weird hot start restart quirk to them. But if you're one of them guys that just start them up and run them till they're right out of fuel. Now as far as fuel consumption goes, I think that 550 gets the best hourage. I don't know if it's got a bigger tank in it. I'd say it'd be that 550, 261, and then the Echo. The Echoes, when I do, especially when I get them as hot as that one, they do like to drink fuel, but it takes fuel to make power. So I've blabbered on here enough. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this content. I try to enjoy making it for you guys, and you know, we'll try to get got a whole bunch of test wood there. We'll try to get some different saws and different chains, and I got some ideas I want to try on chains, and maybe I'll take you guys along that journey with me. We'll see. But you guys take it easy and have a good one. Enjoy this weather, because I have a feeling the bad white stuff is going to be coming sooner than we think. You guys take it easy and have a good one.